What's up, man? How's it going?
Going good, sir.
This your first time getting pulled over or what, dude?
Yeah.
Okay, just because you're acting real nervous, man, so...
Yeah,
you don't have anything illegal in the car that I should be worried about? Any weapons or anything like that?
No, I don't. I wasn't aware. I thought it was 65 here, sir.
So I'm Sergeant Estrada with the Lordsburg Police Department, right? So what's the reason for the speed today, brother?
I'm going home, sir.
Is this the first time being pulled over, or have you been pulled over before?
I've never been pulled over.
No? Okay.
I'm gonna go check this out.
Okay. Anything, or?
I don't know why.
I'm just having a conversation, that's all.
We're just a simple conversation, right, man? That's all it is, dude. What's up?
I understand. So with that, man, I have a couple quick questions. You seem like you're kind of nervous, okay? And like I said, I think it could be because of the reason because you got pulled over by the police and you'd never been pulled over before, right? Like you said. So that's one reason, you know. But to the point where normal people that get pulled over by the police, they are nervous, but not extremely nervous, like you seem.
I'm not that nervous.
No?
I'm just...
Okay.
I don't want to do anything wrong right now.
No, I understand. And so that's, like I said, you're just speeding. That's all it is. But the thing is, though, is that as far as police work goes and investigations, we do deal with a lot of different things on the side of the road and stuff, and then people doing things that they're not supposed to. Okay. So I'm gonna ask you straight up, man. Inside your vehicle, okay, is there
nothing in there?
Okay.
I don't have anything.
I understand, but I gotta ask, man, just because for investigation purposes. No grenades, bombs, rocket launchers, nothing crazy. Do you give my officer consent to search the vehicle?
I don't.
No?
I'm being serious. There's nothing in there.
The thing is, though, is that if I believed everybody on the street, I wouldn't be really good at my job, would I? They can smell up to...
I don't think that's necessary, sir, so I don't really...
And I understand. Like I said, it's just, I gotta do my job at the end of the day.
I feel like it's not reasonable to do that, so...
Yeah, and see, that's, well, you're entitled to your opinion, and so I'm entitled to what I have to do as a police officer. Yeah, it's because it's a lot of police work. I've been doing this for almost 10 years, brother, and the way you've been giving off the indicators, it kind of shows me a little bit of red flags.
Like what?
The nervousness.
The nervousness is one,
I mean,
you're all over the place. And I get it. Like we said, it could be just because you got pulled over. Yeah. But like I said, we've done this for a while where we know something's up. And I'm not saying something's up with you, okay? But since you didn't give us verbal consent to search your vehicle, guess what?
It's my
right. And we're not here to violate any of your rights.
Yeah,
but the thing is, there's reasonable suspicion as far as that's meeting me for.
Are you keeping me detained here then?
Until the dog comes, yes, because now I have reasonable suspicion that something might be in there.
What's the reasonable suspicion?
That there might be narcotics inside the vehicle.
Well, we'll give her that.
Just your behaviors.
But that doesn't really...
There's a known traffic, there's a known route that people take with narcotics.
It's a US route.
I-10, I mean, everybody can travel on the roadways.
It's a US route though.
Definitely. And
it's a highway.
And you are correct. So I mean, I pull over people every day on this highway, on that highway.
But I don't believe your concern is valid though, sir. I just want to
that's something that you can probably bring up in court if there is something inside the vehicle.
But there is nothing in the vehicle.
And I don't know that.
But you don't have to know that because there's nothing in there.
And I understand. But the thing is, I don't know you. You don't. I don't know. You don't know me. The thing is, I'm doing an investigation at this time because of the indicators that I'm going to receive. That's all it's on.
But I don't believe I have to stay here.
You're free to leave, but the vehicle has to stay here until I get my investigation done.
My vehicle can go, though, sir.
If you would like to, then you could be placed under arrest for obstruction.
It's not obstruction, though. I don't have anything. I don't want.
I understand. Like I said, you can say no to. You can give us.
Why would I be?
I don't really care about marijuana. I'm caring about the shit that's putting people away.
Yeah, but I don't feel that I need to be investigated for this.
And I understand. Like I said, it's just police work, man. That's all we're doing is the indicators that we've seen. That's what we go off of. It's reasonable suspicion. Okay. Reasonable suspicion.
I don't think it's reasonable at all. I think that's.
Well, I mean, that's something that your peers, and if you have to go to court because there is something inside the vehicle, that's something that your peers in the courtroom can decide. But as far as right now, I have independent reasonable suspicion, and that's all I need in the state of New Mexico.
Independent reasonable suspicion?
Yes, sir.
I think that's...
Like I said, your opinion, this is America, man. You're entitled to your opinion, but I mean, it doesn't mean that you're right. It doesn't mean that I'm right.
I don't think it's your opinion to have that reasonable suspicion, even though it's not reasonable at all.
Who says so? Is that your opinion? Or
it's your opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think you have...
And I have, right now, you are legally detained at this time.
For what?
For speeding. And I think as though it's further, now going into an investigation further about something that possibly could be in your vehicle. Yeah, so I mean, if the K9 does show up and it does hit, I'm just going to be straight up with you. If it does do an indicator that something may be in it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to seize your vehicle, I'm going to conduct a search warrant, and then I cannot go into your vehicle until that search warrant is approved by the judge. So that's where we're at.
I don't think that's reasonable at all. I think that's incredibly...
Yeah, and I'm sorry that you feel that way, but it's just what we do every day. It has nothing to do with you personally. I don't even know you.
I know it's not personal.
The thing is this is what we're going on.
I feel like it just targeted, really.
How is that? I don't know you.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I'm just coming home.
I know, but thing is though, as a reasonable person, and like I said, you have your rights. Believe me, you have your rights.
You have anything on your person, man? Because you keep trying to reach for that pocket. Is it okay if I pat you down real quick? Just make sure you got nothing on you. Because you keep reaching for that pocket.
Down, but I don't
turn around for me.
I don't know why you're on my face.
You keep putting your hands in your pocket.
Because it's not nice.
I understand, and like I said, we're not violating anything. Everything is being recorded, so just understand that, okay? And we're doing everything by what the New Mexico state law requires us to do and allows us to do, okay? So as far as I understand, as far as what we're...
Anything else you have on? No. Okay, pockets.
So as far as, like I'm saying, man, I know that you're trying to get home. We're trying to let you get out of here as soon as possible, but we're trying to figure out what's any reasonable person as well, bro. If we ask, usually, you know, and as I said, you have your rights. Usually if I ask somebody on the side of the road, hey, do you have anything illegal? And if
a reasonable person would deny a search.
Not necessarily.
Yes, it would. It's my right.
And it's your right, it's your property, but I mean,
yes, it's my...
It just, as a police officer, there is certain things that we look for that indicate certain things and red flags. So I mean, you're not doing anything wrong per se.
Are you keeping me detained here then?
Until the dog comes, yes. You are legally detained at this time.
For what? I just want to get back home.
I understand, man. It's 8:30 here. So when you get there, so the thing is though is that's where we're at, man. Okay. So no, at this time you can just stand here with us. And as far as right now going back to the vehicle, I would like for all of us to stay out of the thing. This is where we're going on.
I feel like it's just targeted, really.
How is that? I don't know you.
Yeah, I know. It's just I'm just coming home.
I know, but thing is though, as a reasonable person. And like I said, you have your rights.
I do have
your rights.
You have anything on your person, man? Because you keep trying to reach for that pocket. Is it okay if I pat you down real quick? Just make sure you got nothing on you. Because you keep reaching for that pocket.
You can pat me down, but I don't have anything.
We asked you for consent to search your vehicle, and that's your right. And that's your right. Yes. No. Yes. Absolutely. But we can go another route. Yes, and we have to bring a dog just to make sure everything's okay. If everything's okay, then guess what? We'll give you your citation. You'll be good to go. Okay, man?
I don't think anything needs to be happening.
Okay, well, I mean, we're beyond that now, man. The dog's coming, dude. So we'll take it from there. If the dog...
The vehicle until the dog comes. Do you have any questions so far?
What's the red flag up here?
Well, it's like we told you before, man.
Being nervous?
Because that gives us...
I don't think that's reasonable.
Okay.
And it's not just going off of your nervousness, man. It's going off of route of travel, going off of the story that you've given us so far. I mean, there's a lot of things that are...
There's a lot of things that are...
So, the thing is, though, is if it does hit, and we get a search warrant, we tow your vehicle to the police department, you're not going to be placed under arrest or anything. We're just going to have to do a search warrant and then figure out what we do from there. You are more likely to come with us and not handcuffs. You're not detained. We're going to be using Border Patrol K9. So the thing is, those they smell all kinds of things. Narcotics, people, money. That's the only K9 that we have in this location. I wish we had a K9 here because then it would have been easier, but we have to call for a K9. And that's what we do. It's a normal thing that we do on the highways when there's something that we feel is more. Okay? If you'd like to, yeah, you can just talk right here if you'd like to. Yeah, that's fine. Just like I explained to you, man, you're free to start walking if you like. It's just the car needs to stay here until I am 100% okay. And like I said, you can look up New Mexico law if you'd like to. It's just what we do on a day-to-day thing. So I mean, I've pulled over thousands of vehicles, and I've had a couple of vehicles that are somewhat the same. You know, not want to talk to us. Like I said, it's up to you. If there is, like I said, man, if there is marijuana in there, obviously the dog is going to probably hit. If there's something that's...
So he's trained for marijuana too, but...
He's trained for all narcotics.
Yeah, I don't have any of that.
Yeah, so he's trained for all narcotics, man. So, thing is, like I said, I mean, we're going to have to just see what we do as far as if the dog indicates or not. Okay. Like I said, I mean, it's a hassle, man, but I appreciate your cooperation with all of it. It's just... It's not something that we don't do on a daily basis. We do this all the time. We wouldn't place you in handcuffs. We already checked that you had no weapons, so that's the thing. You would go in back of one of the units. We take you to the police department. You can hang out there until we finish, and then once we search the vehicle, if there isn't anything inside the vehicle, because I mean, like I said, man, there's hundreds of things that can be inside a vehicle, but we won't know until we get inside of it. You're looking at the most probably about 2 to 3 hours, maybe. As though as if we would have, and it's your right to deny consent. That's 100% your right to. But as officers, we got to go further if we feel something's up. Okay. If you would have given us consent to search, you would have probably been already almost halfway home. But that's your right. That's your right. So we're not gonna penalize you for anything. It's only narcotics. It's not gonna do prescription or anything like that. It's gonna be for illegal stuff. So. What's that? It should be coming here pretty quick, man. We can get an ETA, but like I said, it's coming pretty quick. He's the one with the canine. So right now, if you want to just hang out here,
these are like
something that goes afterwards, like what happens if I say no?
Like a repercussion.
No, you're free to say no.
But would I be able to take my car and go home?
That's up to these guys, but
it's
Hey, man,
So
you telling me the dog hit on the passenger side?
on the passenger side.
Yes, sir.
So
we're gonna have to stop and get a search warrant.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the thing. Now that we have probable cause with the canine, now we can go further.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're gonna seize your vehicle and we'll go from there. Like I said, you're free to leave,
Is it gonna take long? If how long would
It's gonna take time, brother. It's probably gonna take 2 or 3 hours, man. That's
2 or
just
3
straight up
hours?
honest. Yes,
That's
because
just
we gotta
the
type out
minimum.
the warrant. We gotta get them cut. Okay, I get that, brother.
like I said, you're free.
Wait? Can I wait with y'all and just do this?
Like I said, man, it's just if there's something in there, you could have just been honest with us, and you're gonna save the whole trip, But
I wouldn't know if there's even anything in there, honestly.
have a seat, man, and then you can definitely, like I said, you're just gonna be. So just have a seat, man, and then there's a seatbelt right here if you want to put that on for me. You go from there, okay? From there, but as far as on the way up, I would call the DA and just ask Medina, since it did hit, do we detain him or is he free to leave? Because I think we detain.
Okay.